This is a School TV original.
Yeah.
Cook up.
Yeah. Yo, it was good, man. We here with Jay Pena, you know what I mean?
Jay Pena in the building.
You know what I mean?
Filthy Brilliance God, you heard?
You heard? How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling really good, man. I'm glad to have some consistent good weather. You know what I mean? It's feeling like May.
Word.
Yeah,
Even though we're in June, it's feeling like May. So I guess it's gonna catch up.
I see you, man.
Right.
You on your nice little preppy boy attire right now. I see you out here, man.
Y'all caught me coming out of work. But shout out to y'all. I see y'all filthy. Everybody in the room got filthy on stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You gotta
yeah. Come
support.
on, man.
You
We gotta
gotta
support,
support.
man.
I'm loving
This is
it, man.
black excellence right here, man. For real.
At least I'm trying to get there, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all, Easy Green.
Whoop.
Shout out to Smooth. Shout out to DJ Fluke.
You heard?
Thank you for having me, man.
It's 9 days, bro.
Yeah, man, we appreciate what you do, man. What you do for the hood, too. Everybody in the hood support
Yeah,
you, man. You know what I mean? We peep
Supposed
everything.
to, though. Supposed to.
Yeah, man. I'm very grateful for that, too. And I'm actually damn near surprised at the same time when I first
Really?
dropped it. So it's like, I didn't think it would have the feedback that it got. You know what I mean? I just tried something and it worked out. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? We heard you on Views from the Sidewalk podcast, and you said that you was just bullshitting.
Shout
you know
out
what
to
I
B
mean?
Fells.
Shout out to
Absolutely.
B Fells.
Right.
I was definitely bullshit.
You was bullshitting.
Yeah,
and
that was crazy to me.
yeah.
It
And
was
that,
just bullshit.
I was bullshit. I was working at Starbucks, and I had just got back from. I was in college upstate in Syracuse, whatever.
Right.
And I think I went to like a Liz or some shit like that. And I was just spoken word prior to this. That's really where my history of creativity come from.
right.
And honestly, I just was like, yo, the word filthy is like one of my favorite words based off like a workshop I did and something that ran with me. And one day I was like, prior to all of this, I was like, yo, you know what? I think I'm gonna do something called Filthy Brilliance. This is like way before even I did really meant anything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But filthy was always a word that I loved. And I went in there, I made a hat called Filthy. I spent like $30 on a fucking hat. Shit hurt, you know what I mean? Especially at
Oh,
the
it
time
hurt
working
your
at
pockets?
Starbucks. Yeah, that shit hurt.
Word.
But I made like 2 colors. I made bum ass Nick colors. And
Oh, why did you do that?
My
to
fault.
me?
No, I love it. No, I love it. No. Because we about to set this up perfectly.
yeah,
Nah, go ahead.
I made some
Go
bum
ahead.
ass Nick colors. I made
Alright.
a black and gray.
Yeah.
And I threw that shit on Instagram. It's like when I first really was heavy on Instagram. And people was fucking with it. It was like, yo, where you get that from? I told them. They was like, yo, I want one. And then from there, history, really.
Yeah,
Wow,
man.
amazing.
Yo, man, you have amazing talent.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? You was doing spoken word too.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy
That's
about
dope.
it. Before we get to that though, I have to troll you a little bit.
Go ahead. Go
Oh,
ahead.
you
You know what I
already
mean?
know.
You already know what's about to
This
come.
show
I'm
everybody
listening.
gets
You know what I mean?
steamed. Everybody gets
You know what I mean? The
steamed.
NBA Finals was
Yeah.
last night. You know what I mean?
Oh, go ahead.
Game one.
Game one of the NBA
Game
Finals.
one
Oh, yeah,
of the
be clear.
finals.
I'm not gonna get crazy.
Okay,
I'm not gonna get crazy. It was game one of the NBA Finals, but we got Mr. Pena, Mr. Jay Pena, on the record saying that they would sweep. They would sweep the Golden State Warriors. The Cavaliers would sweep the Golden State
you
Warriors.
really gonna bring that
And
up
I
right now?
peeped it, but I ain't even say that. I ain't like the comment. I ain't like the comment. I ain't post nothing. I peeped it too.
so what?
You
Man,
pocketed
I mean,
that moment.
Yeah, I
for you.
pocketed that moment.
I see.
I was waiting.
It still could be.
So just speak a little bit about the Cavaliers. I'm sorry, Green.
Speak
go
as
ahead.
other than them
Yeah.
being the champions of 2016,
Yeah,
2017.
shout out to them.
Make that clear.
Um,
Be clear.
What I want to say is, I definitely spoke in high regards of them because that's what I believed. I truly believe they could sweep the Golden State Golden State Warriors. I'm sorry.
Facts.
Yeah,
I
okay.
call them Golden
Facts
State
of life.
Cavaliers because last year they sunned them, so that was their junior.
Thank
And are you a true Cavalier fan or are you just a LeBron fan?
I'm gonna be 100%. If you truly know me, I'm just a LeBron fan.
Yeah, I know.
Wherever
I
he's at,
know.
man,
That was pretty much a rhetorical question because we know what it was.
absolutely. I pack
Nothing wrong
lightly.
about
I
that.
pack very lightly, so I'm ready to go wherever it is. You know what I'm saying? So wherever it may be.
That's what's up, man. Though I respect it, and I have no choice but to.
You have to, because your Knicks is doing terrible.
Oh yeah.
But I do respect someone in an abusive relationship and stays there. Like, I can't believe after all these years, since we've known each other's children, you've been a
Word.
Knicks fan. I can't see how, bro. Like,
Right.
why?
You know what I
I don't know
mean?
either.
I am one of them chicks in a domestic abuse relationship.
Yeah.
You're right.
That's
Which is
exactly
not a
what
laughing
it is.
matter. Let's clear that up.
Oh yeah, that's definitely not a laughing
so-
matter though.
But yeah, it's bad, man. And shout out to the Knicks, which is funny because going back to the spoken word thing, I was in a New York Knicks spoken word poetry slam, and yeah, that's when I was like
A long
they did, like,
time
whole
ago,
event.
right?
Yeah, this is like
I remember.
2009.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's a while ago. So shout out to them and their organization, but the team. just not. It's not.
No, the Knicks are not good. I know this.
Not working.
Yeah, but enough of talking about these bums.
Facts.
So you said back in 2009 you went to the Knicks poetry slam,
Yeah,
right?
I was in the Knicks spoken word.
Was that your first experience with spoken word?
Nah, actually, that was probably in a sense of that platform. It was like my second time with the same organization. They partnered with Urban Word NYC. I was also on the slam, which is my first slam, my first competition, my first real introduction to what spoken word actually is, the art of performing, working on a piece, understanding like the scoring, understanding scoring. What the fuck is the word I'm trying to look for? This sucks when it's live. You can't edit shit.
The steps?
Yeah, the steps of the scoring
format.
and format. There we go. The word format is, I couldn't catch that shit. But yeah, so the whole format and whatnot actually was, I had got kicked out of high school. And then
Word?
Yeah, I got kicked
See,
out of
I
Bertram.
didn't even know
Yeah,
this.
shout out to Bertram.
Shout out to Bertram, Murray
I mean,
Bertram.
of course you're going to get kicked out of this shit.
You know what's funny? Bertram wasn't bad. Well, to my as much as I was there, whenever I was there, Bertram wasn't that bad. It actually was a pretty good school. A good school for business. Shout out to everybody who went to Bertram.
It was just about you hanging out with the
Yeah,
right
I was
crowd.
just doing. Yeah, I was introduced to pussy, and I was able to cut class, and
It was
I
a
grew
wrap
up-
from there.
Exactly, it was over. Once I was able to cut, and no one knew, and no one stopped me, it was over, bro. Like, I just was like, fuck that. I got kicked out of Bertram, pretty much, and then I went to a school called Manhattan Comprehensive. From Manhattan Comprehensive, they were giving up like it was a night school, so it was like what do you call it, secondary school or some shit like that. I don't know what you call it, but schools where you get kicked out and they trying to give you another chance to graduate or get your
Yeah,
degree, whichever way you want to do.
Like South Beach. No, what is it called? What's that school called?
Which one?
Where you get just like what he
There's
said.
a few of them actually.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Yo, what's even funnier, real
it's a
quick, those schools low key are better than going to regular high school. It gets straight to the point.
Yeah.
They give you what you need, and it's not like a whole bunch of politics. It's either you want to be here, or you don't, and if you don't, get the fuck out of here, type
out,
shit. You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
So I went there, and it was at night. So in the daytime, they would find us jobs. They would be
Right.
like, yo, what are you interested in? Da, 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 da. So I told them because in junior high school, I was big on like writing poems. Shout out to my uncle Rory. He put me onto that shit.
Right.
And this was like 13. But from there, I told him that I was always writing poems and shit like that. And he's like, oh, well, cool. I don't want to say the wrong name, but there was a lady there at, shit, I forgot the damn organization name, but it was in the school. They pretty much helped us. And she got me a job at Urban Word NYC as an intern.
Right.
So I went there, whatever, they'll pay me, I think like $100 a week or $150 a week, some bullshit
Litty.
like that. But it was good for
Yeah,
me
that's
being in high
litty.
school and shit, whatever,
Hell
right?
yeah.
Right.
So from there is when I got to Urban Word NYC, and I was like literally just filing shit, you know, doing whatever little paperwork for a nonprofit organization. And then one day it was like, I didn't have school on Fridays. So they was like, yo, if you want to stay, you can do one of the workshops. I did one of the workshops. I ended up being way more interesting than I imagined. And then from there, I just said, I fuck it. Like, I really want to be in this organization. So
Right.
I just started writing and going to these workshops and went into a slam. I started off as like fucking, like a, what's the name poet? What do you call that shit? Yo, I'm really bad right now with the words. But pretty much I was the first one to go up to show how they would score. A sacrificial poet. There we go. I was a
Okay,
sacrificial poet, and I actually did way better than I thought. It was my first time in front of a group of people, and I was feeling myself, and I just
Yeah.
stuck to it. And that's how I got
I
spoken word.
remember back in the day, you used to like flirt with rapping. I remember we used to hoop at PS9. Shout out to
Flirt with
PS9.
rapping? What you
Yeah,
mean?
flirt.
He used to
I
flirt
used to
with rapping.
Like I used to literally just try freestyle. Like
Oh,
because you
yeah,
remember, shout out to
okay,
my
okay.
boy Steve. You guys know
Oh,
Steve.
yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Steve.
What up,
Yo, what's
dude?
good with that nigga?
Yeah, I used to
He's
see
chilling,
him.
man. He's doing very well.
All
Two
right.
beautiful kids. Now
All right, that's what's
handling
up.
his business. Shout out to Steve, man.
Shout out to my guy.
We used to be in his crib all the time, just
Word.
watching battle rap.
Oh,
Battle rap. And especially in my house, I come from a Caribbean household. So it was
Right.
like, it was either reggae, and then my own would just play mad R&B.
soca.
Soca and shit, whatever, or any type of R&B going on. And I wasn't really big on rap. It wasn't played in my house. So when we go to Steve crib, we watching like real rap, like disrespecting each other,
Disrespectful rap.
bars, metaphors, all that shit. You know what I'm
Crazy.
saying? So I used to try to emulate it. I obviously was not a thug or anything like that, so that wasn't something that lived long. But I still was affected by the wordplay and the artwork in it. And from there, I said, you know, this shit is hard. So I tried it here and there, but it didn't go far. You know what I mean? So I kind of transitioned into being spoken word.
All right. So what you love more though? Because it seemed like you love this more than being a clothing designer.
Clothing designer.
What's funny is that I honestly have not decided what I love more. I'm still trying to figure myself out on the creative end. It's also very complicated being that I am a grown ass man now, and you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
I have
it
a
is.
family and shit like that. So it's for me to focus on what I love more in the sense of in the arts and shit like that. It's really hard, but
Right.
I would say that spoken word is always going to be the first step of anything that I do. The way that I, approach the situation or opinion or a feeling that I have, spoken word is the first thing I will go with.
Okay, so I have a question. Do you have a top 5 clothing brands?
Clothing brands. Surprisingly enough, I'm really not even that OD into clothing. Like that's not
Really?
even like grew up. I mean, I wasn't rich and no shit like that. My family was well off in the sense of like I always had to eat. We always had
Yeah.
a home,
Right.
and that in the sense of that. But like all that fashion shit like that really wasn't like my thing. So if I had to choose, definitely like Adidas. It was always affordable and shit like that. So Adidas,
Yeah, of course.
is shit. Good old Shell Toes of Stan Smith. Can't go
Of
wrong
course,
with
you can't
that.
go wrong.
If I really had some money, it would definitely be Valentino. Mason Valentino, if no one knows if I'm saying it correctly, whatever. But it's like the greatest brand in the sense of quality, detail, just attractive clothing, man. Like it's
good
beautiful. The
quality.
shit, everything about it is amazing to me. I mean, from what I've seen when I go window shopping and shit like that. But
So that's
it's
in your top
beautiful.
5.
That's my top 5. I really don't. I mean, other than that, I can't say Dom Pajon. Oh, actually, on upcoming brands. If you want to talk about Dom Pajon, is fire. That's there out in Cali. What else is fire? John Stan. John Stan is out here doing his fucking thing. OD.
Right.
Shout out to John Stan.
Right.
Who else I'm really feeling? This is this brand called Human Aliens. They do a lot of like
Yeah, I heard of something like
fire.
that. Yeah,
Fire.
fire. Yeah.
fire.
Not seeing a hoodie or something.
They,
like
they
that?
got they do a lot of like anime spin-off kind of things, but their
Okay.
shit is fire. Outside of that,
That's about
Filthy
it.
Brilliance.
Yeah,
Copy
man.
one.
Copy. That's
Filthy,
all I
filthy
Number
brilliance
fucking
all
one.
day. You heard
Speaking
me?
of filthy brilliance, I got 2 questions for you.
Talk to me.
Okay, 2 questions. One of the questions is, I want you to give me three reasons why you feel 3 things you feel that's brilliant about your brand, Filthy Brilliance.
One is my opinion. It's literally a selfish ass steps that I take when I make shit. If I feel a way, I will make something about it. If I have an idea, I will make it based off how I feel. Now, if you agree with me, then you'll buy it. If you don't agree with me, you either have something to say about it or you'll just keep about your business.
Oh,
but
all right.
at the end of the day, it's literally about me. It's the most selfish way of accumulating some type of article of clothing you can never do, or or step or way of looking at it ever. And that's what I think is brilliant about it, because it's mine.
Right.
And it's just self-confidence in it.
Okay.
Secondly, everything that I do is also a metaphor. For example, the Brooklyn hat. As you can see, that shit is
different.
spelled weird as fuck. If you look up the word Brooklyn, welcome to New York, in the dictionary, that's how you pronounce the word. That's how they show it. So that's why I call it the come correct snapback. When you come across that bridge, you better come correct. And if you need help, this is how you pronounce the shit.
So
that
it's
I'm trying to
basically a
tell you.
method to your madness. And
There's
everything
always
you-
a method to my madness, because if there's no method, there's no point.
And you don't feel like you should take it more serious?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, listen,
You're
again,
doing the history on it and shit.
I mean,
on
at the
words
same
and
time,
shit.
it's like, again, like I mean, like you said, you heard the views of the sidewalk. It's really hard when you have responsibility.
Gotcha.
Responsibility is everything. And again, like I know there's a lot of famous people, a lot of successful, not say famous, a lot of successful people say you got to make sacrifice. I have not made an extreme sacrifice. I've sacrificed money, but that's not a real
Right,
sacrifice
it's
in the
not.
sense like you need to put your time, your effort. You got to be out there. I'm not a big party person.
Me
I'm not somebody who does events like that. Like I'm very low key. Thanks to my grandmother having me on lock for 19 years. You
That's
know
a
what I'm saying?
fact.
But
Us as well too.
yeah, you feel
We
me?
not-
The grandma.
so it's like there's a lot of things you have to do, and I'm still learning, as well as understanding how I can incorporate that with my life that I have, with my career that I'm trying to build. Working for the man, of course, and my daughter, my fiance, my
Gotcha.
family, my
Gotcha.
friend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure that out. So
Still building.
yes, exactly. I'm still building. I'm still trying to understand how does this brand work for my life. pretty much.
So what's third most of all?
Third, most of all, in the sense of what was brilliant about Filthy Brilliance,
Yes.
What's yeah.
is not for the flyest guy in the world. It's not for fucking riches. It's not for the dope boy, or it's for any fucking body. If you're somebody who, like for myself, I'm a production accountant.
Right.
No one sees how I dress unless I go out or something like that. I don't give a fuck. I wear what I wear because that's how I feel. It's no judgment. It's no anything. Which is another. I'm sorry to go. It's not really a point, but back when the gentleman got, I don't want to say the wrong name, but the gentleman got choked out by NYPD, right?
Yeah. Eric Gardner.
Eric Gardner.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Eric Gardner, and shout out to his family. I made a shirt that said "We Can't Breathe," and it was a CPR, right?
Yeah.
The letters was in purple, obviously suffocation or whatever.
Yeah.
The brilliant part about that is that I made something that everybody was fucking with, right? Everybody was like, yo, this shit is deep, this shit is real. I was donating money to the family, whoever purchased. I think I sold 2 shirts. Why? 2 weeks later, or about a week later after the situation, those 2 cops got shot in the head over in Worcester. I don't know if that was Williamsburg or something like that.
The Asian cops,
the Asian cops, right? I don't know if
that was the style.
That was a style?
Yeah, some
They got shot in the head, killed, right?
Yeah.
No one bought the shirt no more. Everyone always commented, this shit is fire. No one bought the shirt no more. Why?
Wow.
Because the shirt said so much that they were afraid that if cops seen them in it, it would give them a wrong impression.
And that'll give
Especially
them
in
a
such a
reason
touchy situation.
to open fire on them too. Probably.
Well, yeah, open fire may be a little deeper.
I'm just saying
You
the
know,
fact.
you're right,
You know how that
right.
go.
But I made something that people had to think, like, can I wear this? Not because it's fire, not because it's not cool enough, not because of the color, but because of what it means. And if I could get somebody to think like that.
And that was your biggest goal, wasn't it?
It was. It definitely was. I mean, I wish that those cops never were killed, regardless of the shirt or not.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, look at that. Look at the reaction.
Because that was going to be my next question. Now you have made a few controversial articles of clothing.
I have.
Yes, like the Gimme Neck, and
Yes.
now you got something that you're about to release with a whole bunch of naked women on it.
Right,
Do you
the
want the
eighth.
feminists to come for your ass?
I don't want the feminism to come for me. Actually, it's very funny. It has nothing to do with the feminism. I actually have a male, I guess, side of that shirt coming out a little later. It's just a little more
God, I'm
detail.
scared.
Don't be scared.
Alright.
It's actually more cut and sewn rather than like print. But the thing with eighth, right?
Yes.
With all those women on it, is the eighth means the eighth deadly sin, attention. Everyone is fiending for attention, to be seen, to be noticed, to be accepted. You see those women climbing to or crawling, really they're crawling to the center of the eye to be noticed. All these women, no matter what it is, they butt ass naked, they're showing all of themselves. There's no type of filter.
That's a fact. Damn,
That's crazy.
You a
So
deep dude.
that's
Why
what-
you don't be a fucking reverend or pastor? or
Nah,
something?
nah. You know what's funny? I have people in the church who preach and whatnot in my family a lot. Like
Yeah.
up in the Bronx, a lot of my Guyanese side of my family. My uncle has a church in Queens, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So like it's in my family, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. I just want to live my truth, and my truth is not in a church. My truth
Gotcha.
is in the streets. Well, it's
Gotcha.
not in the streets, because not in the streets.
Nah,
but
yeah, I
you
feel
feel what I'm
you.
saying? Yeah.
I got another question though. My bad.
No, go
I
ahead.
meant to cut you off. Cause we gotta speed this up.
exactly.
Give me 3 words that describe what's filthy about your design.
On the spot right
It's
here.
a-
you in the
Unpredictable,
hot seat.
disruptive, and impulsive. Those are the 3 words that I'm running
I
with.
like that.
That's
what I'm
interesting.
running with. Yes, absolutely.
Now, Smooth, I know you got another question for him, but I gotta ask you this. I really gotta ask you this, bro.
Talk to me.
Cause it's killing me. What do you think of the diversity in men clothing? I hope you know.
Where would make you happy? Period.
Where would make you happy?
Where would make you happy?
Have you seen rompers? Men
Where would
rompers?
make you happy? If that doesn't make me happy, so I'm not gonna wear it. But drinking doesn't make me happy. But I don't attack somebody who's drinking all the time. You drink. That's it. You want to wear a romper? Just wear your romper.
You don't think it's out of line? So if Fluke came in here with a romper and started DJing, it wouldn't
who?
fuck with you?
It's Fluke?
This nigga, right?
I know Fluke. If he did it, I think that he's
Why
built.
you looking
he's
at him
built,
like that?
He's built for it. He's not overweight or anything like that. So I think it would fit him. I don't know. Would you wear sandals or sneakers? Like, how would you do it? I was
This nigga's crazy.
If you can kill
This
it, kill
nigga's
it.
crazy,
Listen,
man.
I ain't going front. Like I know, like there's a lot of it's always something about something. It's always hats.
Yeah,
oh,
facts.
you wear hats all the time. Why you wear hats? That shit's not cool no more.
Yeah.
Motherfucking Jordans at one point, people didn't think you was cool because you wore
Wear
Jordans at the
Jordans,
time.
yeah, that's a fact.
It's always gonna be something.
There's
a
going to be
fact.
circles.
I do believe though, and if this is where you're going, I do feel like a lot of men are being feminized.
Yes, and we're being emasculated.
Emasculated.
You know what I mean?
Hell
I do
yeah.
agree that is something that you can't ignore. It's obvious. It's something you
Yeah.
can't disregard. But at the same time, you have to be true to yourself. And if that man feels, yo, you know what? This is not going to make me feel no less of who I am, and I want to wear it, then do it. Do your thing. You might get joked on, but
I don't know. For,
is what it
for
is.
you to say that because you know what I mean, you create clothes and clothing is an expression.
right.
Now, if you're wearing a romper, you're expressing something to the universe.
That you hot.
What you mean hot?
Hot, you warm, a romper.
Oh, you was scaring me, bro. This was
I
Bob.
don't
Nah, I'm fucking with you.
This nigga's crazy.
I'm fucking with you.
No,
Nah,
no,
nah, fuck
as
with
you warm, you hot. You want to wear something that's one piece. You throw on. This is a comedian who said some shit like, I don't wear shit that you gotta slide over your shoulder and let it drop to the floor to climb out
Yeah.
of. I thought that shit was mad funny, but at the same time, it's like it's a bunch of shit that everybody does that someone can't see themselves doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
That's true.
If you want to wear what you want to wear, do your thing, man. Just
Right.
just be true to yourself.
Let
and
me
just
let me
be
ask you
real.
something. You got a poem on deck though?
A poem on deck.
Palm on deck. You got a palm. No, you got a
Oh,
palm.
You got a
yeah,
poem on
bro.
deck?
Nah, nah.
Yeah, I got something for y'all. I got
All right,
something
hold
for
on.
y'all.
So
Nah,
what-
if you know it's cool, you can come back. You know what I'm
It's up
saying?
to you. It is what it is. It
Nah,
will be
man,
read.
spit that
It
poem.
will
We're
be
gonna
read.
put you on the spot. So
Nah,
He
man,
did put me on the
I'm trying to
spot.
help
spit that poem, yo DJ Flu, take him out, and then when we
Oh,
come
man, my
back,
dude.
he gonna drop a
he
palm.
gonna
for
he
y'all,
gonna give us something a little short, you know what I mean? Nice
Uh-huh.
little 16. You know
I
what
got
I
That's
mean?
how we doing
got
the
you.
hot
All right,
seat.
Flu,
like
take
that,
us
I like
out.
that.
Take us out.